So Cyberpunk is refundable on the PlayStation Store. This is pretty shocking news, especially since Sony has a really strict policy on refunds. Cyberpunk was one of those games that I pre-ordered, and I'm not happy with the game, but at the same time I still enjoy it. But then again, I'm on a $2,000 PC. Like, if it doesn't run on a $2,000 PC, then you got some serious problems. You know what I mean? Like, I would have definitely refunded if I was having issues. And honestly, it's good that they're going through this, because CD Projekt Red, at least the management side, they pushed this through with their PR and all that stuff, and they were just like that the console versions were running great, gone gold, and all that bullshit that they kept spewing out. And obviously the game was not complete. There was a lot of missing features and a lot of broken promises, especially when it came to performance on the consoles. I'm really glad that Sony allowed the refunds. It was probably CD Projekt Red that even pushed this to happen, because you even look back at Fallout 76 and No Man's Sky, they didn't have anything like this where they were allowing refunds. So this is pretty massive for this to be happening. I honestly feel bad for CD Projekt Red right now, for the development side of the company, because they definitely show that they were trying to work really hard on this game, but management obviously was trying to push, a different outlook. They were trying to make sure that they got the game out on time at the same time, not only so they could maximize their profits across all the platforms, but also they were just trying to really sell the game. They didn't want to show any problems. And this is the main reason why when they don't allow reviews before the game is released, that's already a red flag. And on top of that, they weren't allowing anyone to show gameplay, even though the game was in people's hands like 2 weeks prior to the game actually releasing, especially on the console versions. So that was all red flags to me, and I knew that there was something they were hiding. And unfortunately, we figured it out, the day of. And by that time, most people got their pre-orders in. So it's a shame. They really were trying really hard to get our money. So ultimately, I feel like this is a good move on Sony's end. I'm really glad that they're doing refunds. If you're going to be doing a refund, I definitely recommend you do it now. You can also land up just looking on eBay, because I'm pretty sure that eventually the price is going to go like massively lower. And there's already like a lot of outlets that are lowering their prices dramatically on Cyberpunk. So you could probably buy it for really cheap, like 20 to 30 bucks, and then save it until they fix the game. You know what I mean? I did that with Fallout 76. I bought Fallout 76 for $7 on eBay on the PlayStation, and that was like 2 years, almost 2 years after the game released. So there was a lot of updates, there was a lot of fixes to the game, so the game was a lot more enjoyable at that state versus when it first came out. Probably do the same thing with Cyberpunk if you really do want to play it. I know like first impressions are a big thing, so if you got spoiled by the whole thing and you just feel like it was just rotten and you hate it, then this is a good situation for you if you want to get a refund. I saw this post on Reddit that showed a Glassdoor review, and it's pretty sad even seeing this, because this is back in May 14th of 2018, and this was some employee that left the company, and you see where it says all the cons. There's everything from the management to the staff not knowing what a tabletop RPG is supposed to be. Even the employees had something to say about Cyberpunk. And even though they didn't say it directly, it's pretty obvious. They even knew that the RPG elements were missing from the game. And this was 2 years prior to its release. Even the developers were trying really hard to show that the game was not ready, the game was not going in the right direction. But the management just doesn't care. And this is what it's like working. Like, I've worked a lot of jobs in my life, and my wife has been through a lot of different companies trying to find the right place to stay. And all these companies, they try so hard to make money that they forget about the customer experience. No matter how many times they like to say, oh, we do it for the customer, customer service is number one priority. Deep inside, they really don't give a shit. All they care about is how much money they're making. So they look at numbers, they look at, statistics. They don't care about the customer's feelings. And this is what it's like also in the gaming industry. It's the same thing. So it's pretty sad to see, you know, a company like this go from up in the heavens down to like now they're going down into hell because they're having to deal with all this bullshit. And this could have all been avoided by delaying the console versions, but they wanted to make some quick money. And that's why I'm really glad that they're going through this refund policy right now, because that way, you know, everybody that felt sour about this whole situation can get their money back. And at the same time, it gives them time to work on the console versions and hopefully get it up to standard. That way it's playable. Obviously, since all the bugs that are in the game, you know, all the problems, missing features and all these things, basically us PC players are a bunch of beta testers, early access members, basically, that are just sitting here just waiting for updates. You know what I mean? And it blows that we have to do this in 2020. You know, and this is from a AAA developer. So like it's pretty sad, and it's gotten me to the point where I'm never going to get hyped for a game ever again. I would rather just wait for reviews to come out. And I'm not the type of person that has to buy like every new game. You know, I do a lot of research before I spend money on things. And with Cyberpunk, you know, I did my research. I saw that there was a lot of promises that they were making. And I felt like it was going in the right direction because of the PR side of it. And that's management that's talking. That's not the actual developers. They keep them really tight-lipped. And it's just sad to see this still happening in, you know, just in the world. Like, it's just, there's no company out there that you can trust, really. Like, they all are just business. They don't care about people. It honestly is just sad to see this happen to CD Projekt Red, and I really hope that they pull a No Man's Sky and just kind of fix it up, get it up to standard, because Hello Games did an awesome job on No Man's Sky, and if CD Projekt Red can do the same thing, which I'm pretty sure that they can, and hopefully be the game that we envisioned it would be years ago. But anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Let me know, are you going to be refunding the game? And if so, are you going to buy it again later on? I don't know. It's up to you. Anyway, later, guys.